Hey guys, I wanted to shoot a quick video for you explaining when you start making more money, what does it do for you? And then once I explain that, I'll give you an office tour because a couple people are asking, what do I do for a living? I run a few companies, but we do a lot of digital companies, a lot of internet companies, a lot of digital marketing companies. So anyway, money changes everything because it gives you the freedom to make choices in life. But in order to make more money, guys, you have to up your game. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes to get a business going, and you got to be able to manage your money properly. So when I first got started, so let's start there. When I first got started in business, I lived extremely lean. I was actually still in college, and I was living on mac and cheese, and so you might be, and the best time to start a business, this is going to the younger guys, if you're like, still in school, like that's the best time, like college or whatever, that's the best time to get started because you don't have any financial obligations. What happens to a lot of people is they get their education, then they're in financial debt for college, tuitions and just college loans and all that kind of stuff. So that's the first thing that they gotta, so let's say that's $500 a month they pay off. Then they find a significant other, they get married, then they buy their first house. Now they've got a mortgage of $2,200 a month, they've got their $500 a month payment on their college, then food on the table, all that kind of stuff. Next thing you know, you're upwards of $4,000 or $5,000 a month in obligated payments. And it's just simple math. If you start spending more than you're making, then it becomes very, very difficult. So I was able to start my company because my mortgage was only $400 a month and I didn't have any children at the time. So if you have children and stuff, factor in those costs first and make the time to start your business, because once you have money, it opens the doors. Money is just the ability to have more choices, more freedom, and less stress. So you got to get your money in order first. So what happens when you do have money? Well, everything changes. As it says, the more money I make, the better looking I get. So by having a successful business, it gave me a few things that I needed first. It gave me more confidence. It gave me more game. It gave me more energy. It gave me way more happiness because I had the time freedom to do what I want to do. Now there's a downside, but it's not really a downside. It's going to sound like a downside. It's past 5 o'clock and I'm at the office, and the office is literally empty right now. And might as well kind of show you that at the same time. But I'm here because I want to be here. I'm making money, and I'm making good money, and the rest of the team's gone home, so we do some podcasting over there. I'm keeping it very real for you. We do a lot of software automation and development. So once you start making money, it just gets easier and easier and easier. So this is like a door code because we're going into our server room. And so one of the things we do as well, like I said, I run a multitude of businesses. We also have a supplement line because I love health. And by the way, everything I do, it's because it's things that I love to do. I'm not going to run a business that I don't love because you have to have the passion for that business. You got to love the business. So we have a supplement line. This is a creatine product. We have other products here. I'm not going to show you all of those. We've got some great stuff that way. So I'm in the health and wellness business. I'm in the software automation and development business. So this is our server room. Okay, it comes from here, goes all the way around. And our server room here is pretty awesome, pretty cool. I hope you can still hear me okay. I'm starting to speak a little bit louder. So it comes around to more servers on this side, all the way down that way too. This is what's called a hot aisle. That's our hot aisle, running our business for us. And what I love about the internet business, guys, is the other thing, aside from managing money, you want to create a business that creates leverage. These servers here, all these servers, they work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for me. So they don't complain, they don't ask for a raise. Sometimes something breaks down, but very rarely. So that's true leverage. I used to be a personal trainer, right? And I realized that being a personal trainer was just a glorified job, like a horrible job. So who wants a job, right? And I can hear the music playing, so some of our staff are still here and they're doing their workouts. So one thing we have here, and I'm not gonna stay there, is we created our own private gym. Okay. Why? Because I love health and wellness. So we did some workout videos in there. We teach people how to do proper exercise, weight loss, building muscle, whatever the case may be. So that's another thing. But again, these are all businesses I leverage. So I took my personal training business. I loved helping people. I loved training people. What I hated was if I wasn't training people, I wasn't making money. So I took the knowledge that I acquired from internet marketing and the leverage that I have from the servers and created an online business where people can go watch educational videos on how to exercise properly. So guess what? I'm effectively using technology to do my personal training for me. We could be teaching somebody how to do weight loss or how to build their chest more, and I could be sleeping. I didn't have to be there doing their personal training anymore. So that's that part. Over here, so here's one of our, where we do some podcasting. I love podcasting, I love helping people. So that's where all those cameras come for. And then in here, we've got two amazing video dudes, JB and Alex. So they work here. And sometimes we want to do green screening. Sometimes we want to do white screening over here, like that. These guys work here. Awesome, awesome dudes. So believe me, when you have a business that you can leverage like this, changes everything. One of our tools is called SendShark. So that's our SendShark autoresponder tool. Another thing I like, now here's one more lesson. I love turtles. I don't know why I love turtles, but I love turtles. So there's one of our little turtle dudes here. And the point is, I could have gone to selling turtles online. This is Sally. Sally's really cute and sexy. Lots of different species in there. That one just got spooked. That's an 800-gallon aquarium. Anyway, I love turtles, but I recognize that if I try to sell turtles online, I ain't gonna make very much money, right? Just not gonna, there's no market for it there. Over here is some of our top affiliates that have made really good money selling our products or reselling our products and service. Anthony Morrison made over 500 grand. The Weebergs, that's older. They're well over 250 grand. We have Tissa somewhere around here, somewhere over there. But anyway, that's our wall of some great affiliates. So having money, getting your money right. So when you want to start a business, make sure you're not spending more than you're making. Having money or spending is kind of like this. And this helped me a lot from doing I've never been an overspender, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be where I am today, thankfully, being a little smart. But buying things that I always ask myself, do I need it or do I want it? And sometimes a lot of us buy stuff that we want, we don't necessarily need, right? And compared to this, imagine if you haven't eaten for 3 days. And then all of a sudden there's a huge chocolate cake or your favorite food. It could be pizza, chocolate cake, whatever the case may be. You cannot get your mind off wanting to eat that pizza or that chocolate cake. But guess what? Once you eat it and you feel satisfied, you stop thinking about it. It's very often like that when buying something. And I'll give you an example. I had a high school dream crush, boy crush, whatever you want to call it, of owning a Ferrari. So I eventually bought a Ferrari. And then guess what? Like after a couple of weeks of having it, it was always cool to have a Ferrari. Don't get me wrong. It was my dream car. But wanting it was way different from having it. Once I had it, it's like the craving was gone, right? It's like, what's the next thing? So when you're starting a business, ask yourself, is it a need or a want? And oftentimes the wants, once you get it, you realize you don't even want it anymore. So money's important for game. It's important for finding the right relationships. It's important for status. It's important for your own self-confidence. It's important for your energy, your vitality, your happiness, your financial freedom, your freedom to do stuff with your family, and it's well worth it. So up your game, guys. I did whatever it fucking took to get where I am right now, and I was willing to put in the work. Do the work, and you'll see the same thing. I promise you that.